What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinsthesky.com. And guess what? We are back on Mars. And I haven't been making many videos lately, but I promised you I would be bringing you the best videos and the best anomalies. With all the groups we have and with everything, the website and the forums, we've got so much stuff going around. I'm only going to bring you the best. I've got 650 videos now. If you go check back, there's plenty to look at. And I really want to show you the good stuff, especially now going back and taking a look at some of the pictures. The pictures that you find on NASA's website are only 70% JPEG files. Now, 6 months after, this is just how it works, 6 months after they're downloaded, the actual raw data that comes from the spacecraft gets down, and we're able to get it as the public. So what we used to see as something like this, with all the blur, and look at the blocks, just very nasty. You don't get a really good look at what stuff is. Now can look like that. That's fresh from NASA. It takes a couple imaging tools, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it eventually. But just wanted to show you that the difference between, what something like that looks like and what something that we've processed with software, and this is a scientifically calibrated file. There's none of the choppiness in it anymore. All that's gone. So go get some coffee. This is going to be a good one here. Hopefully it won't be more than 15-20 minutes, but there's a lot on this image. Let's get rid of the one that this one that came from the NASA website. Now I'm going to link you to both of these, and on our website whatsupinsthesky.com, you're going to get these. So this was sent to me. This actually was on our website. Todd, he is one of our administrators, and I tell you what, he writes great articles, along with our other, forum moderators. He's an excellent forum moderator, and he's really figuring out the whole PDS, planetary database system. And we usually don't do faces here, and he doesn't either, so we have that in common. But this definitely looks like the face of something. I'll read you what you said here. Showing yet another unusual debris field, which looks like the buried statue of a human man wearing armor and a ceremonial dress, sporting a mustache and beard. And right next to it is what looks like the corner of some sort of geometrically shaped pyramid type style. Now, let's see. That we can't. You only speculate on that, but it's pretty amazing. What we've done is I've downloaded it from the analytic notebook, the analyst notebook, and I'll put this link below. And from here, you can get the very high resolution image file. So basically, here's all of the images. I'm going to put more videos about how to do this because really everybody should do it because there's so much in here. Um, and you click on it. There's about 5 different versions of each one. They're all numbered by. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just got to figure it out. It's going to take a little bit of time. Any real researcher should be doing this. Now, check this stuff out. Look how clear this is. It's beautiful. All the anomalies on here are just ridiculous. This is just one picture, and I'm going to show you, because what's really neat about that handbook down there, NASA gives you a mosaic, a gigapan type thing of every single one of these images, so you can have a lot more context. So we're going to put it all in context, but let's take a look at Todd's head here. It does look like the bust of a head. It has maybe some sort of armor up here, eyes, nose, mouth, 2 lips, and then an ear. The armor goes up over it next to this piece, but let's take a real good look at what's just sitting here. There's all sorts of stuff sitting. I think I got a black and white version here. Here's the directly from NASA version right there. I've also got it pulled up right here in a little bit bluer mode, as well as pulling it down to the NASA version like that again. So you can save these as TIFF files and as PNG files when you're using the software to convert to IMG files. So when you get the raw data, real raw data, and it's confusing when NASA's done, they call those images raw images. They're really raw image browse files. They're not made to be scientifically calibrated. So we get a lot of stuff. I've been noticing a lot of people painting up, making anomalies by using the burn tool and things like that. Here you get the crispest picture you're going to get from the rover. Um, I think anything done on the to hide things on the spacecraft, a lot of that blur doesn't make it into these pictures, so you get much clearer. There still is some I've noticed, but check out. I'm just giving you a little chance to let your eyes take a look at some of this stuff, and we're gonna look at the geometry of some of this stuff. The Uncle Jake's Junkyard all day long. I mean, I hope you see. I hope you see it that this is absolutely intelligently designed. Everything all over the place. Whatever happened to Mars, like I said a long time ago, it destroyed it, and it's just strewn about everything. And what seems to be, they had everything from metal to stones and to whoever buildings like art stuff like that. They were civil, they're very civilized. Take a sip of my drink there. Um, but yeah, so I'm excited about this one. It's actually good to be excited about a Mars image again because, especially using those, if it's a new image from Mars in not 6 months, I have to use the 70% JPEG one. But now being able to go back and look at some of these, they're just truly amazing. Check this out. Tell me this doesn't. Tell me this is something that's anything but not modern or made. It's got like a track or something to it. It's got two pieces, comes up and over. There's random stuff on it. And just like I said, there is still a little bit of blurring when you get two pieces together. A lot of that's done on the rover. Not much we can do about it. Let's pump that up a little bit. Okay, let your eye just sink in because there's another piece here that's just sitting straight out, comes down into a groove there. And when you're doing the anomaly hunting and stuff like that, I've looked at this picture, stared at it on my monitor screen probably 3 nights before I actually did the video on it for a lot of reasons. Because first, I just want my eyes to adjust to make sure that I'm not seeing um, just rocks. Lately I've been looking, just like I said, I've got 650 videos, and I still worry that I'm leading people astray. I'm still learning stuff all the time, and I'm trying to be one of the most honest people and the most legit people out here. If one of my videos becomes debunked, I mark it debunked, and we all learn from the stuff like this. So I want to make sure that I stay legit. I see what I see, you see what you see. But if I can keep my eye better and learn more about the geological processes and things like that, I learn about Mars history and stuff like that. I'm going to. But staring at this picture for 3 days, there is amazing artificiality all over it. All right, so let's look at this piece right here. It's just kind of next to this bent out metal something. It definitely looks like metal. Let's drop it down to the NASA side. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty much. And we'll go look at the. This is the PNG version of it. And Scott got a really good, not Scott, Ty got a really good version of it out of it. Let's check his out on the website real fast. That was his first attempt. And then after look how clear. I mean, it's amazing how much different the raw data is, the real raw data. But you have to work to get the pictures out. So look forward, if you're an actual researcher, look forward to some some training videos coming up when I get some chances. So he did a really good job with that one. And then afterwards, it's just a matter of putting the color to your liking because we don't really know exactly what the color of this stuff is on Mars. I don't think it is as, butterscotch as they make it. So I think it looks a lot more, I think our eyes would adjust. If we were living there, our eyes would adjust pretty fast. And that's what we'd be looking at. But here we have some very interesting stuff. I haven't even checked up over here yet to show you guys. Oh, this was this piece right here. I mean, what in the world is this? It comes down, it almost looks like a metal flap. It comes up. Tell me we're not looking at just ruins, something that was smashed, garbled up, strewn about. This looks like when you get pieces, when you do the auto color, you get the same colors and stuff. I believe you're not. This stuff is part of the same monument, the same area. It looks like, when you have a natural disaster here, in the world, if you go look at the rubble, this is what stuff looks like. Now imagine adding thousands of years to it, and maybe being underwater for some of that time, which has caused a lot of soot, a lot of different, stuff to be moved around, thrown around, knocked into each other. So, you got big, huge pieces of rock that gets just tossed around. Look, they just strewn about. Something happened here, and it was pretty powerful. These look like these have actually were worked. This stuff. Look, this up here has a lip on it. Um, as we keep going back through here, but that one really intrigued me. And look at it; it's right next to another piece of perfectly two straight parallel lines that I mean, what else is there to say about that? I mean, it's I mean, what can you say? Hopefully, you guys see this, as I do. If you're new to my videos, I really suggest watching the earlier ones. This piece down here, it's beveled. It comes to a point up here. It looks like it's on its side, or it's actually it looks like it's part of over here too, like it was something else. Because you see how it goes up. This is circled off. I mean, we're talking some pretty fancy stuff here. Look at the layering on that piece. One, two, three. Up here, just one little slit through that rock. So much to see. Let's go back up and take a look at this thing again. 'Cause see, I don't usually do faces, and I couldn't find this from another angle, but it's pretty cool, especially since it sits next to this, what looks like a very, very, let me see something real quick. See, that looks like it's been obfuscated a little bit. See how this comes down and it's got a almost like a rounded piece as the color comes up this side of it. So either this is a little bit wider down here, it's much wider, and maybe it's been photoshopped a little bit. But this has a piece that looks like it's coming out. And you can see the shadow right here. I'm pretty sure that's where the shadow is. Maybe I'm wrong, but and it has something that comes out. Almost looks like a little a spigot or something like that. I mean, who knows what we're looking at in it? It just looks intelligently designed. And to me, that's how I see it. Now, I'm going to show you like remember I said earlier that each one of these pictures usually are added to the PDS, the planetary database system, are added with mosaics for every single saw. So that means just like having your own personal gigapan there, like Neville Thompson does these amazing gigapans, you can have a littler one or one you can actually download and blow up, so you can see it for yourself right here on your computer. All right. Anything else that there's hundreds of things I've missed. I mean, look at these. This is why I expect you guys to always, come and comment, say, "Hey, look what Will missed." Get the talking started and come on over to the forum because a lot of this is coming out of the forum. A lot of the great, Chell sends me stuff. I've had Dr. D, Dr. W over the years have sent stuff. Just all sorts of good people that are interested in this thing. I mean, I probably get hundreds and hundreds of emails a week, um, not to mention the comments that come in. So I can't get to all of them, but I surely try. I swear. Once I'm done working my 9 to 5 job, it's comments. And like I said, I've been trying to get quality pictures to give you guys just because there's so much out there. I want you to have a reason to get excited to see one of my videos, especially for the people who enjoy the longer ones. If you enjoy the longer ones like this are, much better. But check this one out here. I didn't think this was actually in this one. I thought it was a little bit off and only in the mosaic. But look at that. I mean, what are the odds? Look at the perfect cuts into that piece. 1, 2, 3. They follow each other up the line. And look what we got here. We got DC something. It looks like there's hieroglyphs or something in there. Oops, just moved it. Let's see. Yeah, see it? The D something right there. And that's probably going a little too far, but anyway, now let me give you a little sneak peek of what's around here too, because there's other videos to be made. Not just, pieces where if you cut it in half, it would fold over on each other, or what looks like absolute wreckage and just a temple destroyed or something destroyed, along the lines with possibly faces and strange looking um, possible animal. This looks like a face of an animal or something like that had been carved into something. And this all looks like a statue. I mean, um, usually I think we're looking at machinery in a lot of these places. This actually looks very ornate. Look at the, the pattern in that. All right, so I promised you so we could look at the whole picture. And I know I missed so much. That's why you guys are going to comment below and tell me. But I do want to keep it, at a decent pace. But here's the image as the mosaic. All right. It gives you a good context of where everything is. Oh, let me pull it out a little bit more. The memory starts going down on the computer as this thing's a beast what I can pick up. I mean, this is like I've turned it into a 4 GB file. But let's take just a quick look at some of the features that when this was actually there. This is the panorama that it took. Curiosity rover is that. This is in the here's the color directly from NASA. So all I've done is given it just a little bit of pop. Look at some of these interesting pieces. Wait, there's a rock over here somewhere that looks the weathering on it just looks insane. It's up here, but look at this right here. Pretty interesting. Whatever forces were in this area, whatever these things were used as, there's a nice ball right there. And then this rock piece right here, whatever this was, look how intricate it is. It has lines across it, things like that, patterns in it. And these, just remember, this doesn't have JPEG artifacts. This has been converted from the RAW. So these aren't like the ones that are out on the web. Look, this has 1, 2, 3 pieces in it. Look at that, 2, 3 little holes in it at the end. It's got a little rock piece on it. This is just right next to this area. So the whole place is like Uncle Jake's junkyard, strewn with stuff, just like Mars in general. Sometimes a lot of people joke around and say, "What is this? Mars is the like dumping ground for aliens or something? This is where they come bring their trash." Does the Star Trek, destroyers? Some people pull up and dump it and leave. Look what looks to be a little bit of a human head there, doesn't it? I'm sure it's not a skeleton, but just interesting how that takes the shape. All right, let me show you some of the other stuff. There was like, a whole bunch of stuff I noticed in here the other day. Very interesting piece. Look how it comes up. It's got a hole in it. Oops. Oops. Where's our part of it? All right, as we start getting over more here. All right, yeah, so these are put together in the PDS system by NASA. So look if you're really into this stuff and you want to see the high resolution stuff, you can wait for our videos. You can come check out the website because Todd's doing it. I've got pictures going up like that. All right, look here, we got something running across here. Look at this stuff here. Tell me this doesn't look like twigs or some sort of life, something that's um, I don't see as much of a shadow, but something that grew and maybe fossilized. Very interesting. I know a lot of people are going to say they see faces in a lot of this stuff because I kind of see them too, but I try and stay away from them because I think stuff, like I said, the whole thing is about a face to begin with, but that was so blatant. And we're going to look at that one more time before we end up, going here. But look at this piece. It almost looks like a piece. This what looks like machinery that had just been destroyed down. Okay. Even where it's blurry, you see interesting pieces. It's like these areas exist all over Mars. This is just easy to find. It's everywhere. Look at this. Okay? See that? Straight up through there? What's going on here? Why are we not being, it's amazing. We talk about it all the time. What is the cover up? It's I think it's a slow rollout. We talk about it when I'm on Hoagland all the time, Richard Hoagland show, Other Side of Midnight, and it's probably been on there about 10 times now. It's like where it's a why? I mean, is it a slow rollout? It's got to be a slow rollout. And they're eventually going to tell us all because if they're putting these pictures out, and allowing us to find them, see them, download them in high resolution, it takes somebody with a little bit more time who's going to do the effort to get them into these formats, to get it to look this good, instead of that real, blurry piece. And there's ways to make those blurry ones look good, but they're just, when you start with JPEG artifacts and a lot of stuff, and this is what I've always said, when I found out they were 70% saved, I was so furious. And it's not right that they get to wait 6 months to put the stuff out. And the reason for that is, I learned at Space Science Week, is because they wanted to give the people that created the instruments, created the craft, the ability to see that stuff first. Now, whether you believe that or not, that's up to you, But this whole mosaic, now we're going to go a little bit further on this side, and it gets just as interesting over here. Look at this stuff. I mean, what, you know, come on. Hollowed out pieces. Very strange. Comes up. Look at this. This piece right here. It's got a shadow. It looks like a damn club you'd hit somebody with. It's a very interesting world. Mars is. It's a very interesting world we live in here. And as I scroll through here, I don't want to get you too sick. I mean, look at all this stuff. I'll stop to let your eyes just adjust for a second. Interesting shapes. When stuff goes all the way across and it stops right before, and there's that much room left on each side, you gotta wonder. Designed. You guys hear it? Designed. It's been designed. Then it's been destroyed. Uncle Jake's junkyard has everything you need from Martian civilization. Look at this. Here's another piece sticking out that looks kind of like it has a very pointy piece at the end. So let me back out here. Oh, this piece right here, that's interesting. Actually, if that was a face, that looks pretty creepy. But we got over here another ball. Very interesting layout of stuff here. Just bringing you back on over. Look at that. It's even got a shadow on it. It kind of looks like a head. Here in the back looks like a piece of a wall that's just fallen over. This here is a little blurry. Not sure. I guess it was out of focus when they did that piece of it. See, that's how this stuff is, really, really, really high resolution when you get into it, because think about it. These are, each one of these are little tiles like the other picture I had. This one's one I'm going to do. When you see this stuff up close, some of this, look at this. I hope it blows your mind like it blows mine. And look, to see it run through here and be knocked in half and then still have it pick up, it tells me that those two pieces were together at one time before the cataclysm, before, the water rushed in, the mud rushed in. Who knows what happened? Everybody took off planet, everybody went under, everybody perished. That's the sad thing we don't know. I would imagine that if Mars is still inhabited, it's not in the areas we send rovers. We send rovers to real dark, real dry, cold, dusty areas, probably for a reason, if there is life there. We have seen the watery brine or whatever it is, water coming up. We've imaged it so many times here at What's Up in the Sky now. You got to be getting bored with it. Probably like you're getting bored with this video, so I'm going to wrap it up. But the bigger picture here is much better, and you know what? just because I want you to come to the website and sign up, and you don't have to sign up to download it, I'm going to put this big one there too, and I'm going to leave it in the huge piece so you can download it. It might take you a little while to download it. I'm going to use my little bit of bandwidth I've got left. Let me go back, show you the main piece. Tell me what you guys think below. We got a head piece there with pyramid. Does this stuff look natural to you? Honestly, I want your honest opinion. If you've got this far into it and you've watched this long, what do you think this, what do you think this is? Does this look like a temple? Does this look like a bunch of rocks? Am I out of my head got a bunch of rocks in it? Which I don't think so. I think I've probably proven my point after some of the videos that we've done, especially the civilization proof video that had the foot, the whole statue was there to be put back together. It was just truly amazing. So let me run through these colors one more time for you. Directly out comes from NASA on the actual um, this, like I said, this is coming from the raw image, the real raw image, not the browse raw image, since NASA has now given raw image two names, and they made it on their website because it's, like I said, I was furious. I'm still furious that at least we get to see the other images as they come down um, before we get, but I want it. I wish we had that data right away. I understand 6 months to have let the people who actually designed this stuff, send it, have it, and they get the data first. But that gives 6 months to manipulate stuff as well. So, all right, guys, much love to you. What's up in the sky? 37. Just probably a long one. How long we go here? I owed you guys a video. I took it 26 minutes. We're gonna come back and take a look at this stuff. Todd, like I said, come sign up for the website. Todd is the man. He brought it out even better than I did. Check this out. Like I said, you can see it really well there. Um, on here, his version of this, his course is on the website. You can download that as well. You right click, download it to your page. As always, I break out all the interesting things in an article that'll go out here on the front page. You'll be able to see it if you go to the home page. For people who haven't come to the website in a long time, you need to start coming out. I'm telling you, a lot of stuff goes on here. All said the just the discussions and the pictures coming out and the space news coming out of the forum alone are amazing. But we've got good people that upload articles. Here's where we focus on my articles. But when you get an article from me, you get to see the video, you get to see things. But when I actually make I'll show you right here. When I actually make a video, like a video, I come and I make an article to go with it. So you can download each picture. When you come here, you click on the pictures, and it brings it up much bigger. And you can scroll around. That one, the best example, but I know there's a couple in here that are much bigger. So usually they're much bigger than this. You hit the plus button, and it goes from there. But so we're really trying to work to make it so you guys, you don't have to do that much work for these. But hopefully it inspires you to look for more, because the more there's so many hundreds of pictures out there, plus a backlog of images. We could be doing this forever, and I think we need to collect all the information we can. I'm going to find a way to really there's got to be a way to sort this even better. I've got it sorted by planets now, but that's something we'll be talking about in the forum. How do we actually, put these in a database somewhere so we can say, Mars anomalies, moon anomalies, and it's a database. You want to type for what type is, they'll have tags and things like that. So there's so much going to be happening in the future when it comes to this. This is a passion of mine. It's a passion of a lot of people at the websites. You can sign up for free. Basically, when you come in and you're logged out, I'm going to show you what it looks like and how you can actually hit the register button. You can just click, if you're on Facebook and you just want to make it easy, or Twitter, just hit Facebook or Twitter. But you hit register right there. All right, Fluffer's getting up, the kitty cat, and he's starting to meow. So that means he's probably going to hump that blanket that I don't want him humping. So, all right, guys, much love. Good to be back with you doing some Mars stuff. I've got 3 or 4 of these to go. So Fluffer says, all right, they're tired of hearing you. What's up in the sky 37? Come check out the website. Sign up. Peace.